Senate Democrats introducing a bill to make Washington, D.C. the 51st state in our nation. Republican lawmakers, including our next guest, criticizing the left's attempt to expand their liberal majority.
Here to explain, Indiana Congressman Jim Banks. Congressman, thank you for joining us. Good to see you.
Good to be with you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up the Senate Democrats as they introduce the D.C. statehood bill. This reads, quote, "This isn't a Republican or Democratic issue. It's an American issue because the lack of fair representation for D.C. residents is clearly inconsistent with the values on which this country was founded." Your response?
Well, Article 1, Section A of the Constitution says this is clearly unconstitutional. The Constitution says that we will set aside a district that will be the seat of our government. The Democrats know this, but this is all a part of their grand play. This is just like H.R. 1, which was introduced in the House already, and then Senator Carper introduced this D.C. statehood bill in the Senate yesterday. They know it's unconstitutional, but as part of their grand plan, they want to pass H.R. 1 to change the election rules to make it hard for Republicans to ever win again by federalizing elections and moving toward all mail-in ballots nationwide. They want to give the United States Senate 2 more Democrat senators, and by the time the Supreme Court rules that this is unconstitutional, that's when they'll pack the court. This is all part of their plan. We can't allow it to happen, but in this dangerous environment where the radical left has taken over the Democrat Party today, we should expect more harebrained ideas like this.
Quickly, is there any chance this gets out of the Senate?
I hope not, but if the Senate succeeds, if Democrats in the Senate succeed in changing the rules in the Senate and doing away with the Byrd rule and the filibuster rules, we should pray that D.C. statehood is something that never makes it across the finish line. But I fear the stranglehold that the radical left has taken over the Democrat Party today, and these are the types of issues that they're going to push forward.
Meantime, Congressman, you have written a letter with the support of 200 of your fellow House Republicans to protect the Hyde Amendment, which, for those of you that don't know, prevents the use of taxpayer dollars to fund abortion. Now, take a look at the public polling on this. This is fascinating. 58% of Americans oppose or strongly oppose the use of tax dollars to support abortions. The majority of Americans support you on this. Keep in mind, today is Health Care Day in the Biden executive order White House. Why do opponents of the Hyde Amendment keep fighting it?
This is an incredible example of how far to the left the Democrat Party has gone. I was at the inauguration last Wednesday where President Biden gave a speech about unity and moving our country, bringing our country together and moving our country forward. There's nothing unifying about doing away with something that's been bipartisan for 45 years. Every Democrat president since Jimmy Carter, even Joe Biden himself as recently as 2019, supported the Hyde Amendment, which blocks your taxpayer dollars to go toward funding abortion. What's incredible about this letter that I led, that 199 of my colleagues joined me in signing, almost every single Republican in the House signed this letter, is that I invited Democrats to sign it too. And not a single Democrat would put their name on a bill that would draw a line in the sand and say that we will not support any spending measure that does away with the Hyde Amendment, which has been bipartisan for decades. And today, this is the difference of where we are today versus just a few years ago. Today, not a single Democrat would sign their name to a pro-life letter like this one.
Well, definitely something we're going to keep following. We know you will as well. Congressman Jim Banks, thanks for joining us, and keep us updated.
Thank you.